guys, this is Steve for Android at Night, and today I've got for you is my top 5 keyboards for Android 2015, so I hope you enjoy. First up we have Minim, which is a pretty interesting keyboard because when you slide down from the middle here, it becomes this one singular row. This means you can see more of the screen, so whether you're doing like a split screen with having a video playing whilst you're typing something, or you want to be able to read what you're typing on or editing, this can be kind of useful. You can also go back up and it will act as a perfectly functional normal style keyboard. You can see at the top it has suggestions in this row, and also when you type things it will pull up icons and little sort of emojis that are sort of contextually relevant, which is kind of cool. I'm not sure how often I'd use it, but it's quite a cool little touch. So for example, if you type leaf, you get a little leaf as well. You also get a full number pad with all your sort of symbols, and there are also a bunch of different themes you can apply. Next up we just have the stock Google keyboard. Although this is just a stock offering, this is now a pretty strong keyboard. You can see it's got the kind of nice material style, so if you're worried about your keyboard sort of clashing with the rest of your phone, if you're running stock Android, this is going to look really nice. You've got different language options as well as swiping and just typing normally. You can long press the comma and that will take you to settings, where you can input different languages. You can change your preferences as far as auto capitalization, double spacing. You can make it vibrate or make a sound on key press. I have both these turned off because I think vibrating on key press does tend to drain the battery just a little bit. You can also make it so it pops up sort of like a la iPhone style, and you can also have the voice input key active as well. And there's a couple of different themes you can choose. So all in all, it's a pretty solid keyboard. Next up we have SwiftKey, which has come kind of ubiquitous in sort of the world of customizable keyboards on Android. It's been a big player for quite a while. Just like the Google keyboard, you can swipe to type as well. You can quickly jump into a voice search. It's definitely one of the most customizable keyboards as themes go. There's a bunch of these within the app and there's a bunch more on the Play Store. You can pretty much find any theme you'd want, from like football teams to American football teams to sort of whatever you can think of. They also have a feature called SwiftKey Cloud. Now this will save all your typing from all your various applications in the cloud, and SwiftKey can access this and it makes your auto prediction sort of like that bit more tailored to your personal typing style, and it does seem to work quite well, especially as far as like nicknames and email addresses. It will know what you're trying to type and will correct you pretty quickly. You've also got a bunch of language options and you can customize the layout to a degree as well. Next up we have Swipe, which is kind of the one that started the entire craze as far as swiping on the screen goes to type. On some devices it does feel a little bit smoother than some of the other options as far as the flow goes. On older devices SwiftKey tends to feel a little bit slower, whereas Swipe has a little bit more sort of speed to it. There's also loads of themes. Again, you can do like American football teams and things like that, and then there's a couple of more sort of simple theming ones at the bottom, so you can customize it pretty much to whatever preference you have. You've also got a bunch of different gestures, and these will launch the edit keyboard and the number keyboard, and then you can also make it so you can hide the keyboard easily with a gesture. I think the coolest thing about the Swipe keyboard is it now uses Dragon voice software instead of the Google one to detect typing, and it does seem to work pretty well. As you can see, it doesn't do it sort of as live as some of the Google powered ones can do in like Google Now and stuff, but this is pretty accurate as far as voice typing goes. The final keyboard on this list is FlexKey. Now I really like the way this one looks. It's a really simple look and has really cool plugins you can attach to it. So these extensions allow you to do numerous different things. I've got the one that makes the rainbow coloured keys appear when you type. I've got one that gives you also a number on the top and an option that allows you to send GIFs through the keyboard. There's a bunch at the bottom which you can use. You can drag these to the top, and if you upgrade and get the premium version of the keyboard, you can put more extensions into your keyboard at one time. And there's also 3 different size keyboard you can try out. As well as these customization options, there's a bunch of badges and things to collect as you type, and you can also personalize it through your different services, much like SwiftKey. I hope you like that, guys. Please comment below if there's any keyboards you think I should be using. Go ahead and hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and you found it useful. Also subscribe if you haven't seen me before. You can follow me on my social media things with links in the description. As you can kind of tell, the setup has changed slightly from the norm. I'm currently back at university, so my room's kind of a little bit different. You can see over there I've got some of those postcards that I was using before, but I've set them up as a sort of screen for a projector. But yeah, I've got some little postcard things to do some backgrounds with, and I'm going to be playing around with that for the next few days. But I'm currently doing an essay crisis, which is why I'm in a dressing gown and a Christmas jumper, so I'm going to go back to that and drink a lot of coffee. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!